very many different places. It's actually difficult to decide when to have this, what time to have this, because I know that people who watch my channel are from all over the world. So I'm trying out different days and different times. So now here it's 9 o'clock at night. It's been dark for 4 hours already here in Finland. And I know that for some people it's morning, for some it's lunchtime or so. Yeah, South Carolina, India. That's quite late actually in India now. Lovely. Oregon, Colorado, Cape Town. That's also far away. Pennsylvania, it's hard to say that. New Hampshire, Nashville, TN must mean Tennessee, yeah. Okay, this time works. From Germany, good. Cambridge, UK, Kansas, USA, Alabama, lots of different ones. That's great. One of the things I was thinking of, there's suddenly the number of people has multiplied quite a lot. Yeah, one of the things I was thinking of asking you today and talking about is that, do you have a crochet meeting somewhere? I mean, a live meeting where people actually meet in one place. I know some people have those just in homes, or they can have them in their local yarn stores, or different kinds of organizations like churches and other things like that can organize them too. So it would be nice to know if you would attend something like that regularly, or even lead one. Oh. Yeah, there's Cambridge. Yeah, good. People continue now to, because what I see here is a little bit backdate. It's so okay. Now people are starting to see what I asked there. Meeting library once a month. None in Germany that she knows of. Every Tuesday, Monday night. Unraveled Sisters, that sounds good. Juan, yeah. This before children, yeah, well, I suppose, yeah, it's harder. Depending on your own schedules, of course, it depends. Yeah, many people don't have any meetups. Why I was asking that, because I was in one yesterday, and I was in one last Thursday. So I enjoy those when I go. I don't actually go regularly to any of them. I sort of don't want to take that on so that I would be expected, and I would have to excuse myself if I don't and explain why I wasn't there. But yeah, the two that I go to are very, very different. The one I was in yesterday is a charity one. A charity knitting thing group that knits baby socks mainly, but you can knit or crochet whatever you like in the group. But the main idea was originally that we would make these socks that are being donated to local babies. And that's mainly, in many cases, I'm the youngest in there. Now, there are some younger women who come as well, but most of the time I'm the youngest. And then I go to a different one, which is at the local yarn store here in Turku, Finland. And it's every Thursday. And I go occasionally, maybe once a month, so I don't know many of the people, but many of those who go there all the time, they have really got to know each other. And, I can tell that, they follow each other's lives. But there is also a lot of talk about craft things, mainly people knit, but there are some who crochet as well. And those are all ages. I mean, you would get 13, 14-year-old girls there, sometimes with their mother, but then you also get retired people, and everything in between. But most of the people I think, would come there after work because it starts at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah, I wish. Oh no, oh dear, my tablet is making some noise. Sorry. Yeah, crochet session every Tuesday. Yeah, that's great. So many don't have any, but then this is as close to a live meetup. Well, yeah, it is nice also to have these sort of groups here. There was Joanne here from the, I don't know if you're still here, but from Crochet, what do you call it? Crochet Business Owners European Group, European and British. So that, we have, so that everybody is on video. So that feels very much like a live meeting as well, although it's mainly about crochet business. Yeah. And then would love to. Oh yes, okay, Joanne. Yeah. So Joanne, that's made with love and fibers. Yeah, good. Nice that you were there. Maybe. Oh yeah, you probably read in our thread there that I was having problems setting this up. I'll have to find a better way. But a few locally, not Connie. At the local yarn store that have specific requirements. Oh, right, I wonder what kind of requirements is it age or how much you have crocheted or something like that? Okay, and in a public library. Yeah, there are many different ways you could do it. So one of the reasons why I wanted to bring this up is that if you are, Marina, hello, that if you would love to have a meeting like, a live meeting in a local, maybe you could try to start one, like libraries would probably be a good, most countries have libraries and most towns have, all towns basically have libraries. So maybe that is one possibility as well to have. One of the things, changing the subject now, Linda, hi from Turkey, okay. A lot of yarn shops require you to buy a class. Okay, yeah, that is a different kind of then as well, yeah. We would have those as well so that it's actually a class, not just, a coffee shop type of thing that you go in and sit and knit and crochet. Sabina asking, are you crocheting Christmas gifts yet? Yeah, not gifts really, decorations, and then I'm giving some instead of Christmas cards, what I do most years. Giving shawls to friends, that's a great idea. I don't actually, I give, in my family we have cut down and tried to cut down and down and down about the presents, so we don't give too many. I would do things like that, making socks and mittens and hats and things like that for family. But apart from that, I don't really do many. Connie, one local yarn store has a sort of annual paid membership. Oh, okay. Right. So you would have to be part of that. Yeah, that I see. So yeah, so they are doing that as a business, as part of their business. Although also the free ones, of course, are, if they are in yarn stores, I'm noticing that the one where I go to, they sell quite a bit, anytime we are there. There's quite a big group. Plus they have a coffee shop. Well, it's not really a coffee shop, but a coffee corner in it where you buy things as well. Yeah. One of the things I'm doing right now, last time, it's a couple of weeks ago, I was showing these hats. Put it on for a second. It's sort of a fairly slouchy hat that I finally got round to having my daughter model for. So she, oh no, I'm showing it. I'm showing it to the wrong place. Yeah, So one like that with stitching. Can you see the stitch? It's a bead, mini bead stitch that goes back and forth, and then I have an other color. And why I'm showing this now, because I'm finally going to publish the tutorial for it. So I have done this much now, and so of course I think everybody who does tutorials, you of course have to, you film first and then you work to the next bit and then you film first. So I have filmed everything about how to know how many stitches you have and how you start it and how the stitch goes. And now what I actually have to do is to crochet until we start decreasing at the top. So this is something that's hopefully coming on Saturday, if nothing untoward happens before that. It's a lovely yarn, actually, this here that I have. It's half wool and then there's alpaca and mohair in it. So it's very soft and nice. It's yeah, it's not actually then machine washable, so it's a bit work for that. And another one actually I'm going to show, which reminds me that I have to have the tablet open for that, sorry. Getting to it in a second. Yeah, I'm seeing how does this show if I show it in here. If I turn, yeah, it shows quite a bit. So it's a cardigan. Which way? There. Oh, sorry. Here. A cardigan like this. Also, one of my daughters, my youngest daughter, the same one who's going to, she lives closest, so it's easiest to ask her to model things. So that's a cardigan that I made for her last year, and there's a tutorial for that on my channel. And now I'm finally starting to make this for myself, but in pink. As you have noticed, I like colors. So it is a fairly simple, it's a very basic cardigan, and on the video I'm explaining how you do it in all different sizes. And this is extended single crochet, the stitch in it. Okay, now I'll read here more. Okay, hat is so cute, thank you, Marie. And beautiful stitch, yeah, it is nice. Thank you, yeah. Oh, a surprise on an ordinary day watching you. That's nice, yeah, that it. Thank you very much. Then never made a cardigan. Yeah, then you could try. Cardigans are not in any way hard to do. Like this one that I'm working on now is very basic pattern as well. So although it is, the sleeves are slightly fitted, so there's a little bit of work here on the shoulders, but otherwise it's just straight. And yeah, so it's not difficult. Looks comfy and warm. It is, yeah. The one that my daughter has, she's wearing it an awful lot, and I chose a yarn. It's, where did I put it? It's this here, and there's my crochet hook on the floor. Drops Charisma. Does this actually turn it the other wrong way around? No. So I think most countries get Drops yarns. At least they have online shops in many places as well. Here in my town, you get it in many local yarn stores. Turku is not a very big city. We have, I think, about 180,000 people at the moment. And I think we have more than 10 yarn stores. So and one of them is very, very big. Plus then supermarkets also sell some yarns, but I very rarely would buy there. But yeah, so that's one thing there. thinking of the hat that I showed. You know, I mentioned that I have worked up till here, and now I have to work more until I can film again, because I'm obviously not showing how I crochet every round is exactly the same. So I wonder if you were thinking how much. You probably watch other crochet channels as well, and I don't actually know how big differences there are between different YouTubers. There are differences between YouTubers in very different lines, you know, all different kind of niches. But would you guess how much time on average it takes me to have 1 minute of finished video? What would you guess? If because when we are doing lives, of course I can't edit it, except that I can take things out of it afterwards if need be. But I actually edit quite a lot. I can very often on my tutorials, or if I'm talking about some tips or something, I may say things 3 times and then select one of them for the final and all that. So would you guess how much, how much work time-wise per 1 minute of finished video? What would you say? There's somebody saying 1 hour, days, 15 to 30 minutes. Very different kinds. 30 minutes, 15 probably means minutes, not hours. Yeah. Yeah, it is more than anybody, except that there's days. So I wouldn't say it would very rarely be days per minute. No, it's almost always more than an hour per minute, and commonly about 2 hours per minute. And not counting then if, for instance, for a cardigan, you have to crochet the entire cardigan, so I wouldn't count that. But for the actual filming, setting up, editing, I do everything myself. Doing the thumbnail even takes an hour or 2, even if it looks very plain. So there's a lot of different kind of work. And like now, if I can't actually reach the camera so I could turn, but just setting up all the lights, and you know, I had to bring a chair so that all the wires here reach the extension cord, you know, hub and things like that. So yeah, 1 to 3 hours, 1 minute. Yeah. Okay, you say that they're considered to be the rule of thumb for YouTube. Yeah, I'm sure that would be correct. Yeah. I'm a lot in groups where YouTubers talk about things, and also I'm on a permanent course for it, and it varies a bit, you know. Where there are practical things you have to do, it can take a long time. And then also, if there's a lot of research that you have to do, like people who, for instance, some of the people that I know of, they would do true crime things, or they would do history or something like that. So it's the research can also take time. With crochet and knitting and beadwork and sewing and all, it's setting up all the things also takes time. Oh, that's it. Debbie would need to clean her craft studio first, so it would be months. Yeah, well, that's one thing, because I mean, I always do them at home, unless I go outside, and yes, it's a lot of. The best light in my home is in my bedroom. I can get very close to the window there. And that's not practical. I do not like to have my work things left there for the night. So tonight I am going to, because I will continue filming that hat right away in the morning. But most of the time then I dismantle everything and put them away for the night, because I don't like to, you know, when you wake up, first thing you see all your gear that you're supposed to use for work. Yeah. Juan started following my videos. Oh, thank you. That's good. Uh, Wiltshire, UK, Carol, hi. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, good. Just looking at my by the way, I hope that nobody is getting advertisement in the videos this time. I think I put them away. At least I checked that it's not. Now this is now for the live. If you are watching this afterwards, then you will get ads. Yeah, one of the things that I wanted to say is about comments. Who people commenting my videos. I always, at the moment, I still try to answer every comment, or at least put the heart on them, and try to do it within a week. So the way I work is that when there's a new video, for the first 2 or 3 days, I go to that video separately and answer there. And then the way YouTube works, it shows us all the comments of any videos, no matter how old. So then I try to do those within a week, but it doesn't always work. And another thing, this may have happened to you, either on my channel or anybody's channel, that your comment on a video disappears. And that happens because they go into a spam. And the kind of comments that have nothing spammy in them can easily go there. And it's because the way YouTube understands it, if you first write a sentence and then you have a full stop and then you don't have a space before the next word, and if the next word is something that could, even in theory, be the ending, like com or net or US or something like that, YouTube understands that is a link, and then it goes into a spam. And if you actually put a link, then it always goes into a spam. And just yesterday I noticed again, I don't know if that's a glitch with some problem with YouTube at the moment, because I have noticed it a lot in the past. But when I accept the something as in the spam folder, and I accept that it's okay, that it's not spam, then it disappears. Well, it should go into the unanswered comments, but I don't find them. So that's one reason if I or anybody else doesn't answer. Getting back to the oh, youngsters in the family are good with setting up stuff, so maybe ask for help. Yeah, I live alone now. Yes, I have 5 grandchildren between the ages of nearly 3 and 15. The 10-year-old boy, who actually is on one of my videos about 2 years ago or something, he would be interested in doing that. But because I live alone, more normally there's nobody here to help. So Sabina, okay, there's Jackie from North Carolina. Hi. Okay, so far no ads anyway, I hope that's right. Sabina, English is excellent. Were you ever a teacher? Yes, I actually was a teacher, but not in English. Well, I have been teaching in English as well in the past, but I'm used to speaking English a lot. I left Finland when I was 18. I first lived in France for 5 years, and most of it I was in a bilingual college, English and French, so I learned both. I mean, I had both at school already, but learned them there. And then I was married to an Irishman for 23 or something years, so that's one reason our home language was English, and still often is. I see my daughter's father very regularly whenever he comes to Finland, and so our family language still is English, mixed English and Finnish. And I have also done in Finland, much of the studies that I have done have been in English. But yes, I am also a teacher, qualified teacher I was teaching digital media, how to make websites and things like that. But I stopped that already, must be 9 years ago now. I have been self-employed since. Matilda, what type of videos can we look forward to from your channel? I pretty much continue switching between different kinds. So I will try to do lives now regularly, but maybe twice a month, but I haven't decided yet. Every Saturday, I normally publish a video that is either a tutorial or either one tip about something. Like last Saturday's video was about linked stitches, what they are good for and why you would do them and what they are. So tips like that. And then I have lots of videos also where I have answered questions that people have given on the community tab. So off and on I ask for more questions, and then I'm trying out some things. Like I have a video where I ordered from American Amazon these Susan Bates finishing needles, sort of funny things. And now actually soon I'm going to make a video. This company sent me an electric yarn winder. Electric. It's very fast, so I'm going to make a video of that and continue making tutorials of things, individual items like this hat and cardigan, and recently I had a snowflake and things like that. Yeah. Hello, there's new people all the time. Nice. Oh, skippable ad in the beginning. Okay, yeah, I actually had that myself too, so that's good. Yeah. Hello from North Carolina, South Louisiana, Cornwall, Florida. Hello, everybody. Hope I'm noticing all the comments. Della asking, do you crochet a lot for your grandchildren? Not a lot. I knit socks more. That was something actually that came up 2 weeks ago as well in the discussion. In Finland, children are not allowed to wear shoes inside schools or kindergartens. So they need lots of wool socks because floors are cold. So I knit lots of socks. I crochet a little bit, but not very much really. I used to when they were babies. I have made lots of baby blankets and all, but now they are all too big for that. Actually, I just recently made another baby blanket because I had a niece who had a baby. Oh, more jewelry crochet. Yes, that's actually. Oh no, now I am actually getting an ad now. So okay, it went away. You probably got it too. But anyway, it went away now. Good. Where was I? Yeah, jewelry crochet. Yes, that's something that I like doing myself. I did earrings a while back. I actually probably was a mistake that I made 3 earrings on one video. It hasn't been popular. Probably too many things on one video. Oh, right. You got the Susan Bates finishing needles. They are actually good. Yeah, they are good. Unfortunately, I can't reach them. They are in the other room here. But sharp things that open like that, like a needle, like a plastic needle that only has the eye of the needle and nothing else, and very sharp. They are actually good. Interesting about no shoes inside. Yeah, that's just, people are used to that. You would never wear shoes inside a home either in your own home or anybody else's home. So we are used to always being in socks everywhere. Yeah, so you got also an ad, but oh, right, okay, sorry. I'll have to, okay. There's something, there are settings on the computer where I do the main things about YouTube channel, and then I set it up on a phone, and it's filming on a phone. So I don't know where the problem is. Thank you. Yeah. Sometimes there are negative things about crochet. I have to mention one. Just something that happened to me, I mean. I was showing this here scarf. I don't know if you often take part in blog hopes, but this is a scarf that I had in Simply Crochet magazine. It's an English crochet magazine. I have been designing to them for about off and on a bit, for 6 years or so. But I had that as part of a blog hub, and I hadn't taken part in a blog hub for 2 years or so, and things have changed. So to cut the story short, it's just that I had set mine up so that people should have come from the main page to my blog and then click over to Ravelry because I had the link there. But it actually turns out that if you do it that way, it doesn't work anymore. Everybody has learned now that they only go into the main blog hub page by the person who is organizing it, and then they go, if it's a Ravelry code, they just take the code and they go to Ravelry directly and search for the thing. So what happened was, this is a paid pattern, so I was quite upset. 700 people got it free, but I didn't get anything whatsoever. The point in blog hubs is that every blogger gets traffic, gets ad income, gets new people finding their blog, maybe getting people on their email lists to keep in touch, and so I learned now, I was talking with the other ones, I mean, I'm not blaming anybody about it, it's just how people have learned to bypass that. So it would really need to be that in a blog hub that the actual pattern has to be in the blog, that there's no way of getting it without going to the blog. So if I ever take part again, then I will know that. Most of the people, the blog hub is still going. The bundle for it is still up for sale, so it's in the. I think I already put it in the description. If not, I will put it soon. Yeah, so it's just unfortunate when things like that happen. You've been doing things for years, and you think that you know how things happen, and then they work, and then they don't. Yeah, but that's what happened with that. One thing I'm thinking it's good that there are that many people here, because the time, it varies a lot what is good for somebody. I was just thinking there, if sometimes I would manage to do it at about 2 o'clock in the morning, our time, because then that would be evening for those who are in American time zones, any of those time zones. And then it would be possible for Australians without having to be up at a crazy time. But I don't know if I would manage to be up at about 2 a.m. Somebody was asking what kind of videos. One of the kind of videos that I'm planning to do is there are so many short, very, very short tips to do with crochet. I notice those all the time. They are the sort of things that I maybe say just in a sentence or two in the middle of a video, just to give a little bit of something that might be useful. Like, for instance, with this here hat one, when I was making the chain, which by the way is the chain like an I-cord chain, not the plain ordinary chain. I would, when I make a longish, even this long chain, I would normally put the stitch marker normally after every 20 stitches. So then I just have to count, 20, 40, 60. And if I get mixed up with my counting, then I don't have to do it again any more than 20. So making a list of these kind of really short, quick tips. Like one I mentioned last time that somebody had said, in one of my video comments is that if you change a hook in the middle of a project, okay, of course everybody knows that it would have to be the same size, but it would also be good that you wouldn't mix a tapered hook and an inline hook, because the stitches get slightly, they can be a different size and they can be a different shape. So just that kind of one. Okay, Oklahoma, USA, hi, that's nice. Yeah. Just another question. What type of crochet videos do you prefer to watch? I mean, there are different kinds, like I mentioned, you know, people showing some gadgets or yarns or something like that. So that kind of things that are products, or tips that are like practical or technical crochet tips, or then full projects, or just vlogs. That's something I don't do at all. That would be just like vlogging, that I would just talk about what I have been doing or something of that sort. Or, yeah, what kind would you like? Do you like most? Patricia, hello. East Chicago, Ontario, Canada. Actually, how do you say that? Is it Ontario or Ontario? Ontario. I should check that somewhere. Oh, thank you. That's Susan. There are so many different, you know, names that are difficult to guess how you actually say them. Do you have a video for C2C rectangle? I don't have a video that actually shows the lacy kind of C2C as a rectangle, but I have this kind of C2C corner to corner, where you have it's lacy in a sense that it has a little bit more space in between the stitches, but it doesn't have the picots that I have in the lacy one. So if that's the one we are working on, one of them does show at the end of the video that how you then decrease, so that you get the, you know, that it first goes like that and then it goes like that. Oh well, and that would be square, but the same thing as a rectangle. Yeah, it is easy to do. But unfortunately for the lacy one, I don't have a video. Crochet tips. And Lisa, short tutorials or quick tips. Small crochet projects, tips, Christmas ornaments, technical crochet tips, and small projects, one cake projects, tips and fundamentals. Okay, hello from Wisconsin. Most people seem to like tips, yeah, and I mean that is definitely overall. Even lots of people, you know, they may be searching for specific tips, so they would not watch many of my videos, so they wouldn't know who it is, but they just look for the tip. So overall, the tips are the most watched in general. Although some things like pumpkins and these here birds that are full projects, you know, some of these can be very, very popular. But the thing is, you never know which one will be, because, for instance, some time ago, I thought it might be popular to make these in-ear earphone things, cases for them, but it's not popular, so you never know beforehand. Ontario is pronounced with more of a short E sound. Ontario, okay. I could try that. That's a difficult one. Okay, Martine. ones with diagrams. Okay, especially for clothes. Yeah. I can speak French, but I won't speak that on a video. I used to live in France for many years, you know, but I mean, I haven't recently, so I'm not comfortable enough. And then Joanne from Love and Fibers videos where you show a technique and suggest how to use it. Okay, yeah. That's the problem. Those are probably some of the most useful kinds. Yeah. Tunisian crochet. Yes. Lace, hairpin lace. Yeah, that's another thing. I promised that I would do more hairpin lace. I did that about a month or two ago. Yeah, and then Susan asking if I do Tunisian crochet. Yes, I have a short playlist also on my channel about it, but I haven't been doing much. Oh yeah, I meant to show this actually, I forgot. I showed these pictures of the cardigan on the tablet, and this is actually the tablet case. I'll get up to show it close by. Can you see? I actually have to wait until I see it in here myself. Yeah. So this is Tunisian crochet in the round in a number of colors. So as you can see, there's black, and then the other color is changing. Hey, is it? So I started to look if it actually is or not. Am I saying? Oh, it is. Yeah, yeah. Sorry, it's a honeycomb stitch. Yeah. So basically, when I do Tunisian crochet, the only kind I do is this here type, that you use a double-ended hook and you go round back and forth, back and forth. That's so I haven't been. Like many people would do big shawls and things like that, and I haven't done that. And then Marie, Solomon's knot. Ah, yeah. Would love a longer video where you connect a few rows in triangle version. Oh, right. I actually I haven't done it for a long time, but I have two older videos. That one is a triangle Solomon's knot one, and one is a square one. But I didn't make actually any project. I don't think. I just showed the technique. Rio de Janeiro, Ontario. Now I'm not sure how those two things go together now. Rio de Janeiro and Ontario. Birds, okay. Yeah, the birds have been very popular. Oh, that must be to the Ontario one, that it's understandable. Okay. And then the question is, steam blocking a good way to soften acrylic yarn? I wouldn't think so, but I don't use acrylic, so I don't know in any way sure. I would be afraid that if you steam blocked it, I better not say anything because I haven't used acrylic for years and years, so I don't know. There's probably somebody of you here who would know if it is if steam blocking works for acrylic. I could find out. You got Ontario. Okay, Ontario. Tips for interesting looking blankets. Yeah. Granny squares. Okay. Yeah. Actually, I have a playlist where I have put together all my videos where, what time is it, by the way? I don't keep going. Where I have put together many of the sort of stitches that I would use for baby blankets. But they would, of course, go for bigger blankets as well. That's something I would actually like to do. In my life, I have only done, I think, 2 big blankets. So, and I love them. So, no, 3. or maybe 4, but yeah, but not very many anyway. Because like some people who do a lot of crochet, like if they're bloggers or YouTubers, you know, they have these stacks of, you know, big stacks of blankets hidden some or displayed on their sofa or somewhere like that. And I love that. I would love to have that myself. New YouTubers, let's gather and grow. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. There are. I don't know if that refers to crochet YouTubers, but I'm glad that there are so many young women or girls and some men who have started YouTube channels in crochet. Some do crochet knitting mixed, but there's a whole lot of them. And I sometimes watch them. You know, I like to see. I mean, they do things a bit differently, and many of them do it very sort of how do you say it? You just make it up as you go, and they do that actually on a video. So that's nice to watch sometimes. Fiber arts, Denmark, Wisconsin. Okay. There are so many places that, you know, they are like two different, you know, like Denmark is a country, and then similarly it is also in Wisconsin. I just found out recently, you know, I used to live in Belfast, Northern Ireland for many years, and I just recently found out that there's at least one place called Belfast in America, in the United States, probably even more. Tablet case is fantastic. Okay, yeah. It's actually very, you know, I have used it for so long. I mean, this must be 7, 8 years old. But well, one reason why it's lasted well is that I don't use a tablet very often nowadays, although I have one. Linked stitch tutorial, a game changer. Okay, I'm very glad. I like it myself, actually, linked stitches a lot. Steam blocking works well for acrylic yarn. Okay, well somebody was asking that later, so thank you for that. Yeah. Slouchy hat, yeah, tutorial. Yeah, it's hopefully coming on Saturday. Oh yeah, careful with steam blocking. Yeah, that was actually, I was worried about that it could melt. So you would have to be, if you can do it, but you would have to can't go too close and have too hot steam, I would think. Yeah, steam carefully. Okay, yeah, good. If I drop a crochet stitch, does it matter what direction I put it back on hook? Change the direction of how they... if I drop a stitch, I would try to always put it back the way it was, because it depends, of course, what stitches you are working on, but in most cases it shows a tiny bit if it's the wrong way around or twisted. But it's not a big thing. But like if I was doing a video, then I'm trying to do things correctly on a video, even if outside the video I don't necessarily do it correctly. So if I drop the stitch on a video, I would always check which way it was and put it back that way. Susan, do you make amigurumi for your grandchildren? I don't actually. I just don't enjoy that kind of crochet. I have done one actual, you know, animal amigurumi. Some people now, like I do things, you know, some people would call these amigurumi. I don't know, I wouldn't call, personally probably wouldn't call that amigurumi. Well, it's a Christmas decoration. But yeah, no, I haven't. I don't think I have ever made anything like that for my grandchildren. I can't remember anyway. Oh yeah. Oh, the ornament hanging above the bird. Yeah. Does it come out? It's stuck in there. And now it's going to fall. Yeah, it's like this here. It's also has it's a very old one. Well, not old, you know, but I have a video about this, must be about 6, 7 years ago, but it is on my channel if you search for, well, it's a Christmas ornament. I wonder if it's a ball or bauble with the word. I actually like it myself. I have done it in different sizes. it's been done, it's the same from both sides, so it starts from here and from there, so you do 2 halves and then the middle, like a band in the middle at the end. And Shelley live in Crivitz, Wisconsin. Oh, Crivitz, okay, Crivitz in Germany, yeah. Okay, yeah, there seem to be lots of, and also very many English towns and counties are also in America. Okay, oh. What is Schaefer's chicken? Oh, maybe that's food. Is it? I don't know. Somebody. Crocheting the edge of t-shirt sleeves. That's actually a good idea. That's actually something I have a long list of the kind of videos that I want to be doing. One of them is crocheting, around the t-shirt sleeves edges. You could put a whole lot of different kinds of easy lace and stitching there. That's definitely something I want to do for next winter. No, sorry, summer, in the spring sometimes. So many people from Wisconsin. Okay, that's good. I was in a YouTube group. YouTube shows us from the larger countries. It shows which areas of the country and sometimes even which cities watch the whole channel, and per one video it can show areas. And then it said that in the United States the biggest areas are where people watch would be California, Texas, can't remember what the third one was, but then somebody told me that it's simply that those were the 3, I think it was Florida maybe, no, sorry, no. But then somebody told me that those are simply the 3 biggest states from population, so that was one reason as well then. But yeah, I don't very often go and see. I would often see what countries people come from, but not very often from the areas. And it's also very interesting. Like for instance, about India also, it shows what area, because it's a very big country and there are lots of people in India who watch my videos. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Oh, Schaefer's is a restaurant. Oh, that in Germany then, yeah. And then somebody in Florida. Okay, I'm not very good at, remembering, where the different states are in the US. I mean, I know some, but there's a whole lot, especially in the middle, that I don't know what order they are in. Should really learn. Yeah, I think we've been chatting for an hour now, so time to call it a day. Thank you so much, everybody who's been here and also who has watched until here afterwards. I'm